She's a 14-year-old princess. For the sake of peace between two nations, she must marry a prince 10 years her senior. She also has to write a love letter for all their people to read. That's the only way to ease the tension between their countries. Her name is Charlotte. She asked a professional letter writer named Violet for help. When the princess learned Violet was the same age as her, she asked Violet, "How much of an age gap is too much when you're with someone older?" Violet said she'd never been in love before, but she knew many couples with large age differences. She believed age shouldn't stand in the way of love. Then the princess asked, "But what if there's no love between them at all?" Violet seemed unsure. Even though she didn't fully understand love herself, the words she wrote for the princess were filled with emotion. That letter was read aloud in the streets by a maid. The prince from the other kingdom also had a letter writer, Lee, who wrote a reply, which was posted on a public wall. People from both nations began to support the marriage. Outwardly, the princess accepted her duty. Inside, she struggled with the reality of a political marriage. 4 years earlier, Charlotte actually met the prince once. Back then, she sat on the most visible chair, watching man after man come to propose. Every one of them said the same thing. She couldn't stand the stifling atmosphere, and slipped away unnoticed. She went to the White Tree Estate, where tears welled up in her eyes. Then she heard footsteps. Prince Damien had found her. Gently, he told her it was okay to cry. He admitted the banquet was awful, and he didn't want to be there either. His honesty touched her. But soon after, war broke out again, and Charlotte lost contact with Prince Damien. When the war ended, many princes came seeking her hand. Charlotte knew, as royalty, an arranged marriage was inevitable. Still, she'd rather marry someone she loved than become a political pawn. Unexpectedly, things fell into place. Her parents agreed to the match with Damien, yet Charlotte felt uneasy. What if he already loved someone else? With 10 years between them, would they even have anything to talk about? In the letters they exchanged, she couldn't find her own true feelings, or his. Seeing her distress, Violet shared something. The prince's latest letter was just 1 page, but it mentioned their memory under the white tree. Violet also told the princess that she and Damien's letter writer had agreed. From now on, the prince and princess would write their own letters. That small change sparked something bigger. People in both countries began following this real-life romance. Everyone was talking about the letters between the princess and prince. A cold political marriage was becoming a love story. Letter by letter, they came to understand each other more deeply. Damien, too, had been unsure about this arranged marriage, but reading Charlotte's honest words, he started developing real feelings for her. Their letters brought them closer, creating a bond even before they met again. Then the final letter arrived, an invitation from Prince Damien. He asked Charlotte to meet him under the white tree where they first met. Nervously, the princess paced back and forth. Then, she heard a familiar voice. Damien appeared, holding a letter. He said he'd been waiting for her final reply. He told her his future bride must be clever and interesting, and would surely become a wonderful queen. Then, he asked Charlotte to marry him. Days later, she put on her wedding dress. She thanked the maid who had cared for her since she was little. If you found true love, could you accept someone 10 or even 20 years older?